ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन कृतितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणे इन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। हरि ओम। We chant shlokas and we'll continue. Arjuna uvacha ये शास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य यजन्ते श्रद्धा. Three kinds of it. Yesterday we studied. Okay. The second, I know, I follow. I know, I don't follow. I do not know, but I follow. So 17th chapter belongs to third category. Yesterday we studied. Okay, small revision. Then Bhagavan says. So that kind of people belong to which category? It's the question of Arjuna. So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Sa Swabhavaja Sattviki Rajasi Chaiva तामसी चेति ताम शृणु. Three kinds of Shraddha. Shraddha comes out of our impressions, Vasana. Vasana, Shraddha, behavior. This is what we studied. So three kinds of Shraddha, Sattvika, Rajasika, Tamasika. Very easy to learn, easy to remember also. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Okay? We studied all the things. You must be thinking that I have seen this slide somewhere in the dream. Here only yesterday. These are the things. Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata Shraddha mayoyam purusha Yo yachraddha sa eva saha. This yo should come here. This yo will come to next. Yo yachraddha sa eva saha. Shraddha mayoyam purusha. The man is made up of Shraddha. Who is filled with Shraddha. That's very nicely he brings. Now, this is what we have to study today. Okay? This much we have to study yesterday. Three things. Vasana, our nature, our impressions, all are same. Sometimes from this platform, the Vyasapita, we will discuss with you. When I come down, what is the difference between Vasana and Swabhava? Therefore, I understood as much as possible the terms we will bring. We'll try to make it a little more clear. So what is called a vasana? That is called swabhava or nature. The same thing is called impressions. So we acquired that in Purva Janmas. We studied yesterday how many Janmas we have taken. 7 Janmangal. In Tamil is a 7 Janmangal. There are 7 layers of Janmas, 84 lakhs. 84 lakhs of Jivas divided into 7 sections. In Tamil, 7 means 7. 7 Janma. All the 7 layers of Jivas. Therefore, we keep the 7 layers of the Navaratri Goluvi. All the Jivas Goluvi keep and we worship. Worship everything. Everything is the reflection of the Almighty Lord. Everything has got deeper meaning in our system. Okay, the vasanas we have got from Purva Janmas. This vasana only expressed as Shraddha. No need to study scriptures. There is no need of any scriptures. When you observe the people can be classified into 3 sections. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. How they? This Shraddha is expressed because of their vasana. From the Shraddha only, the man's personality layers express physical activities, all the psychological behaviors and the intellectual makeup. This is what yesterday we studied. From the paragraph only he brought. So our personality, what is a human personality? The physical activity, psychological, intellectual, body, mind and intellect. All the layers of personality, we come in contact with the external world. When we interact very nicely, when we get more friends, we understand that Shraddha is nice, impressions also is nice. When you lose already acquired friends, day by day, when you lose friends, some kind of frictions with many people, then we understand that our Shraddha is not right, impressions also not. Simple. So what to do then? To maintain our layers of personality very nicely, very efficiently. So we have to have nice Shraddha, the good Shraddha. From the 3 Shraddha, we will see which is the good Shraddha, what we have to develop. We will see, study. Shraddha should be nice. If Shraddha should be nice, what should I do? I have to develop nice vasanas. Okay? Simple logic. How to develop personalities? You have to study the philosophy. Philosophy goes to the root and says you have to develop like this to change the whole personality. It gives permanent solution. It's not temporary solution. A permanent solution. Okay. You must be thinking how to change it. The challenge is any behavior, any activity outside, any thought, even single thought are also very difficult to change. You agree with me or not? Single thought. You must be working with your children. How many times you keep on telling them, we're not changing it. Huh? You are always scolding at me, our children. I am not scolding at, I am telling you. Tell softly. How many times I told you? You start crying. Why? You are not listening, you are not changing it. Every parent, every father, every mother. Now only you start thinking about your parents. Why? Action and reaction equal and opposite. What we have done to our parents, you are getting same thing from your children. How many times you are not changing it? So change is not very easy. You have to understand the children's, the Shraddha and the impression, the vasana also. The parents, those who are coming for this kind of classes, Vedanta class, not only dropping the children in the Balavika and go to Costco or a Target or what is it? Starbucks, Walmart, right? All this. 1 hour, roam there, come. We'll pick up, drop and pick up. Drop and Balivika, pick up from Balivika. It's not the parents also should come when they study, then they can understand. Oh, this is what my children has got this kind of problem. When they grow, they make effort, they will come out. Same kind of problem, all the personalities all over the world, we have the same problem. Whether it is child or youth or elderly person or senior person. Okay, how to change this Shraddha, how to change the Vasana, so that we can get better personality outside. We will be liked by many people, that's the point. We are welcome. Wherever you go, they welcome you, they like you, they want to keep you in the company. Otherwise, they will wait for the chance to push you out. Why you are not pushing out? We are waiting for the chance. Already 2 points already. Third point we will push you. Waiting for third point. If the personality is very good, they will pay more and they will ask us to stay in this company itself. Because we are required for the company's development. For that we have to change Shraddha and Vasa. How to do it? It's very difficult. Like, not I agree. Krishna himself agrees with Arjuna. In the 6th chapter, Arjuna says, Krishna, you told very nicely that sit in meditation, realize. Sit in meditation is not very easy, Krishna. Just sit. When I open my eyes and my mind is with me. When I close my eyes, then only all kinds of good thought, bad thought, worries, everything is coming. Those who are sitting in meditation, they know. Then only you feel, I have to scratch somewhere. Even the whole body is it. I have to scratch. If I am sitting in meditation, I should not scratch. But slowly you take it. Your meditation. Because meditation you should not do like mosquito comes. Slow motion. So when you sit in meditation only, you feel the body. You feel mind is working so fast. It is very, very difficult. Krishna very difficult to control mind. Arjuna is asking. Krishna says, Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Cha. I agree with you. But you have to make effort. Abhyasena the Kahudeya Vairagya Sigrahya. You have to practice dispassion and practice consistently. Because any project if you keep on practicing with all consistency, you will get it. Abhyasam is what he says. You have to make effort. This is one sloka from Subhashita. Aropite Shila Shaile Yatnena Mahata. Shila, the big rock. Shaila, mountain, Shaila. Sesha Shaila, Venkatadri, Sesha Shaila, the mountain. So, on the top of the mountain, to the top of the mountain, when you take rock, it's very difficult. No? You see the picture? The gravitational force is always working on the rock. Rock is so big and you have to push. So much of effort. Mahata Yatanena, great effort. We take the rock to the top. So Aropyate, you are taking the rock. Shila, Shaile, Mahata Yatanena, great effort. Tata. Yatha. Patyate tu Kshanina Adaha. Adaha means coming down. Below. So, Urdu Moolam Adashak, that means below. It comes down. Patyate, Kshanena. When 1 second it comes down. Do you agree with me? Not agree with me. Science is like that only. All over the world, this is a fact. Scientific fact. Kshanena. If you release the effort, in 1 minute it comes down. Kshanena Adaha Patyate, Tata Atma. Like that the Jiva. Here Atma means not Sachidananda Atma, Jiva, individual soul. Gunadoshayoho. So if you want to develop nice guna, we have to make great effort. If you want to make mistake, no need to do any effort. Automatically comes. Mistakes comes automatically. Just to close your eyes, you make mistake. Just to sleep, make mistake. So guna dosha yoga. Guna is very difficult to develop the guna and dosha is very easy. It comes down. What a great slogan. We have to change Shraddha, to change Vasana, we need to make more effort, that's the point. But we change it. Anything, we cannot get anything without the required amount of effort, we agree. Any project, any profit, anything in this world, according to the profit, we need to apply the effort, simple now. In the same way, we can make it, but it needs amount of effort. Now going next, this is what we study. Yajante satvika devan yaksharakshamsi rajasa pretam bhutaganam shanye Yajante tamasa janaha. Traditionally, if you see this, Satvika people, they worship devas, devatas. Nice devata. Rajasika people, they worship rakshasas. Tamasika people, they worship preta bhutas. Very traditionally we can say, in those days. Because some yugas, 2000, 3000, 5000 years back, you take this look as it is. There's a modern world, where is the rakshasa, where is good people, they worship, they have very nice relationship, nice friendship with the good people, devatas. Devas, the modern interpretation. Gurudev gives this kind of modern interpretation. Rajas, the people, those who are worshipping, big, powerful people, who get work, all our work done through these people. Political power, those kind of power, money power, all the powerful people. Yaksha means, Kubera is Yaksha, very powerful, wealthy people, very powerful. When they say one word, the paper will be signed. You getting it? Yaksha. Another kind of people, there is gundas in their hand. With this gunda, they can execute anything. No kind of. Pureta bhutakaramshane janta tamasa jana. You can see the modern world also, you can take this sloka, you can apply. You can understand this interpretation, modern interpretation. Okay? Now, moving to next sloka. This is the sloka we have to see. Okay? Ashastra vihitam ghoram tapyante ye tapojanaha damba hankara samyukta kamaraga balambita. This shloka is very, fifth shloka and sixth shloka is very nice shloka, and it removes many knots of Sanatana Dharma. Knots, Mudchika, knots, it will release. Ashastra vihidam goram, ashastra vihidam goram tapaha. Tapas, austerities, gora tapas. Janaha tapyante. These people, they are doing this kind of tapas. Janaha tapyante. What tapyante? What kind of tapas they are doing? Ghoram tapaha. Very ghoram. Very good. Terrific austerities. Ghoram. So where it is written? Krishna says, hey, this is not my responsibility. I didn't say anywhere in Bhagavad Gita. But it's a very beautiful thing. Bhagavad Gita is talking about Ashastra, but it comes in Shastra. Getting the point? Bhagavad Gita is Shastra, but Krishna is speaking about Ashastra. Are you getting the point? But Ashastram comes in Shastra. What Krishna speaks, Bhagavad Gita is Shastra. Very interesting, 17th chapter, he is talking about Ashastra. He is not given in any Shastra. That also comes in Shastra. That's the beauty of our culture. Beauty of our Bhagavan Veda Vyasa and Krishna. Ashastra Vihitam Goram. It is not mentioned anywhere in the scriptures. Ashastra Vihitam Goram Tapyate Ye Danaha Tapyate. Why they are doing, even though it is not mentioned anywhere in the scriptures? Because tapas, you see. What is the purpose of tapas? Unnecessarily, why you have to do tapas now? So you are eating morning, afternoon, night, nice. Why you are not eating Ekadasi? What will you do? I will not eat. When morning, afternoon, evening. Whatever I missed morning and afternoon, that I will collect, consolidate. That is not Varta. Varta means what? You should not morning, afternoon, 3 times a day. It is Ekadasi. So you have everything. Why unnecessarily you are having this kind of tapas? Is tapas? Not eating is tapas. This is sometimes Vaikunta Ekadasi, the whole night you are not sleeping and eating. Somebody is always behind you. Because you may fall. You take Bhagavad Gita and whole night you are chanting Gita. Ekadasi Vrata. Oh, Shivaratri. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Whole night you are chanting. So Shivaratri you are not taking here. Nama Vaikunta is particular auspicious day we observe Vrata. That's called tapas only. Why unnecessarily sad? The purpose of tapas to control our mind, to bring our potentiality out, to bring our divinity out, okay, to purify our mind. There are so many things are involved. When we do tapas, whatever the papam we have done in the Purva Janma, that will be eradicated. That will be erased. Because wantedly we are taking the pain. Otherwise, when we do some mistake, the Raja will punish. If Raja is not punishing, the nature will punish. Whatever mistake we do in the previous Janma, you have to go through the punishment. Raja should punish, otherwise the Lord will punish. Lord will punish through our karma. He will give a reaction. So instead of saying, Katti nee edukriya na edukva. In Tamil we say, Katti nee edutha samadhanam na edutha sanda. This is Rajinikanth. He says in one of the movies. That means if you do tapas, I will give you little punishment. If I give you punishment, that will be severe. You getting the point? Lord says, hey, Lord don't give punishment, I will do myself. So taking wantedly the punishment is called tapas, that's all. So the tapaha, the word is very interesting in Sanskrit. Ta, pa, ta, pa. If you put it in the reverse direction, pa, ta. Ta, pa, ta, pa. Put in the reverse direction, pa, ta. In Sanskrit, pata means fall. Tapa means rise. So we have done many things, we have fallen soul. We have fallen soul. To rise from our fallen status, we have to do tapas to rise. Purification, eradication of Purva Janma, Papam, for that only we are doing tapas. When you do tapas, you have to do tapas according to scriptures. Manusmriti are not talking. Or the Mahabharata are not talking. It's talking about what kind of mistake you have done. For that kind of, but the tapas or prayashchitta you have to do. When you do this kind of tapas, this papa will be removed. You get it? Suppose we killed some jiva, some rat, we killed some squirrel. When we were driving it, car. Unknowingly only we killed rat. For that Ashwamedha Yaga we are doing it. This is too much. Rat Ashwamedha. After Mahabharata, our Yudhishthira Ashwamedha. How many jivas he killed in the Mahabharata? It's a big problem, that big, what is that? The tapas. The small problem, small. Suppose a person kills one person and he is doing one day Ekadasi. Okay, bye. You getting the point? So according to the weight, we have to spend. So the purpose of tapas, clean our mind, to eradicate, to erase our Purva Janma Papam, to raise ourselves. But Krishna says all these things are happening in the world. This is not mentioned in the scripture. You have to note it. This 5th sloka, 6th sloka, you know, so many the questions will be answered. You know, Hindu Dharma. I'll tell you the answers also. It is not given anywhere. In Manusmriti back, the last part of Manusmriti is talking. What kind of tapas you have to do to clean your sin. It is not given anywhere. Then why these people are doing this kind of tapas? Krishna says, the reason is, Damba Ahankara Samyukta. Damba, show off. Show off means, you know, some people they decorate nicely and they will come again and again. You are not given the job, why you are coming again and again on the stage, the program? I light the lamp, I put everything, I bring mala, everything. You are not given the job. You have very long dress also, long hair also. So you put the hair and you light the lamp. If something happens, nothing will happen. Showing up, you are not given the job. Get up. The role is not yours. Another person should do. I will help. No need. Come down. If you want some of the program, big program, all people, attention should be on me only. Whether it is man or woman, damba, show off. Everybody's attention should be on you. Every whole village should talk about my vratam. Even damba, ahankar, only I can do it. Oh, one time what happened? I went to Kailash. The 2 times I went Kailash. Kailash. Not that Kailash. If I go to that Kailash, I will not be talking here. Nice student, nice question you ask. Without worry. You get white there. I have been visiting many places. Nobody asked the question. This Kailash is near Nepal, okay? That Kailash. There I went. So a team of people, so we stayed in one team. 7-8 people on team. We stayed. So they were talking. So I have been visiting Kailash 17 times, 18 times. Show off. And this boy told when I go to that pond, Saras, Manasarovar, beautiful Manas, you have to see. So as you are going, so even 1 kilometer or so go, there is no depth in it. And this boy told in Manasarovar, I took 3 deep. So 1 deep itself is very difficult. So I went with that boy, I took 5 dips. Very easy only. And he got upset. How can you take 5 dips? So I can do this. Ahankar. So many people are coming, they may have the physical strength or mental strength, they can do more than you also. You know, I did Parikrama also, so many people, they are doing Namaskar. The whole Parikrama, they are doing Namaskar. Each and every day they do Namaskar, a month together doing it. There is physical strength and mental strength. We cannot say, I do it. Whatever you can do with this body, you just do it. That's all. So, Dhamma Ahankar is not needed. But many people, they do this kind of tapas to show off. Only I can do this. And everybody's attention should on me only. For that only, Krishna is completely, I don't know where Krishna studied all the things. All the mindset study very clearly says, show off. We say, Tamil, scene katra, scene bodra. Okay, in Tamil only you get all very nice phrases. No other language. But full feel we can tell. The Dhamma Ahankara Samyukta Sanskrit is very decently it comes. Tamil is scene bodra. You see my language. Scene. That is Dhamma Ahankara. Sure. Based on this Dhamma Ahankara, they are doing this kind of tapas. This is not mentioned in scriptures. Ashastra Vidam Kama Raga Balanvita. So, how they are doing it? For what purpose they are doing? Show off under Ahankara. With what they are doing it? Kama Raga Balanvita. They have strength. Kama, they have lust. Raga, attachment. Kama, lust, attachment and the force. Balanvita. So they have strength. They have desire for that. So to show off their ego, they are doing this kind of tapas. This is not mentioned in scripture. Point. Okay? And he is continuing. So the next shloka, the 2 slokas together, Gurudev has given commentary. We take this shloka also. Karshayanta sharirastam bhutagramam achetasaha Mam chaivanta sharirastham Tan vidyasura nischayan. Krishna says very interesting, nice point. Karshak sharirastham mam. I am there in everybody. In every, or the jiva, I am living there. Sharirastham mam. I am living in every, or the jiva. Mam. Anta sharirastham. Bhutagramam Achetasa. Bhutagramam is all the elements, or the 5 elements, and Devatas also is living in the elements. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apate, all elements. And Devatas inside. I am also inside the Atma. They are Karshayanta, senselessly torturing. They are torturing me inside. Not only they are torturing the Panchabhutas and the other Devatas, they are torturing me also. Sarirastham, Bhutagramam, Mamchayeva Anta Sharirastham. I am living in every Jiva. So this is the temple and Jiva, the Lord is living in this. Unnecessarily they are torturing. Vidhi Tan Asuranashaya. You may know these to be of demoniacal results. That means they are asuras, demons, asuras. Nishchaya means they took this kind of resolution that they are asuras only. So these people are not only torturing the physical frame, the Panchabhutas, they are torturing me outside inside. We have so many questions. We studied Bhagavad Gita is not to be, is untouched, Akashavat. How Krishna can be tortured? First question I can see in your eyes. How Krishna can be tortured? He himself wrote the 2nd chapter. Nayanam Chintanti Shastran. I brought that sloka, I will show you that sloka. But these 2 slokas put together we have to understand. This is not Virata, what they are doing is mentioned in the scriptures. They are doing because of Dhamma Ahankara. They have their own attachment, therefore they are doing it. But when they do this kind of tapas, the austerities, they are torturing the physical frame. At the same time, they are torturing me also, who is living inside the body. This is a point of the 2 slokas. We will think about it. Shall we think? Shall we think? I know you are all very serious students. Shall we think? Now, so this picture. Can you understand what is this picture? Coconut not breaking on the rock. There is a tradition in Tamil Nadu, I do not know other, but Tamil Nadu, you know, some places, the interior village, if you go, they break coconut on the head. But coconut only will break, not the head. I do not know it is made up of what. You getting it? Number of coconuts will be broken the head of the. This is not given anywhere in the scriptures. Break the coconut on the head. This is called Ashastra Vihitam Goram Tava. You getting it? This is very dangerous. Sir, what a great human birth you have taken. What kind of foolish thing you are doing in the name of religion? Gurudev comes and he is telling you. You are sophisticated, you got very sophisticated instrument, human body. You getting it? You have to safeguard it, protect it, keeping it healthy, without any disease. Shariram kalu adyam dharma sadhana. This is a dharma sadhana. With this body only, we have to move towards liberation. The great instrument has been given. We have to take care of this. So keeping stylish, keeping very rich is different. Keeping it very healthy, how it is needed. That way we have to maintain. Maintenance is different. We have to maintain. Why you are breaking? Asastra Vihitam. You see, break. This also is there. Therefore, when I tell you, you may have doubt in my words. Therefore, I brought the picture also. This is happening. And another thing, firework. This is very popular. Small children. We don't know anything. So from fire, our Draupadi has come. That is different matter. Our Sita Devi went into fire. That is the Agni Praveshan. The context is totally different. Okay, but every year, if you go in interior village, it's happening there. This also is a different kind of Tappa, I did 10 times. I will go very slowly. This is the reason behind it, I tell you. This kind of tapas also they are doing. This Krishna brings this kind of tapas. He is not telling firework, breaking the bow. He is not telling. You getting it? Like this, maybe it's going all over the world. We do not know. So whatever we know, we are bringing and discussing this. Okay, like that. Now see. Can you see this? Can you understand what this is? Like this, they pierce the veil. Veil. You must have seen. Alagu Kuttar, we say in Tamil. And the man will be hanging. They will take the man with the hook and they will be hanging. You go to Padani, Tiruchendur, during the festival time you can see all those things. Getting it? Torture. This is called Krishna. Hey, Mam Chaiva Antastam Sharirastam. I am there inside the body. Why you are torturing like this? This is what Krishna asked. Getting the point or not? Simply, whatever we see, whatever we know, that only I brought. But like that, you also must have heard many things, must have seen many things. Torture. Krishna says this is torture. Okay. Now, Gurudev brings, when he writes commentary for this place. Over enthusiasm can produce only physical exertion. Over enthusiasm. Sure. Physical exertion and an inward fatigue. We getting it? Physically also, suppose you see the man, even though you would not like to see again. But when you do this kind of, how many months it will take to cure this? You getting it? Physical torture. At the same time, the family members also, you have to always lie down like this one. You getting it? The people come and they have to treat. You see how long it will take to regain. More enthusiasm. It's okay, but how much money you are spending, how much time, how much effort. You getting it? Physical exertion and an inward fatigue. The mental torture also. Pain also. No spiritual unfoldment can be expected from unintelligent expenditure of energy. Are you getting the point? Unintelligent. See the word. Unintelligent expenditure of energy in wrong channels merely because it is undertaken in the name of religion. Very clear. The great saints, modern saints like Swami Vivekananda and our Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji. These great saints, they are coming down to write commentary for this kind of, to give commentary for this kind of slokas, how to understand it. And they are telling this is an unnecessary, unintelligent expenditure of energy. The wrong channels, unnecessary is going. You are spending time, money, effort. You getting it? But this kind of things also is going on, but he has taken for his discussion here. So what's wrong in it? And Gurudev says, unintelligent expenditure of energy. Not only money you are spending, energy you are spending, the wrong channel. Because it is undertaken in the name of religion, the highlighted. Now you are telling, in the name of religion, all over the world, no religion is doing like this, only in Hinduism people are doing like this. You getting the point now? Getting the point? No. Yes. In the name of religion. What a great. We need to have Swami Chinmayanji's commentary to understand Bhagavad Gita, to understand the practical, the problems, what's going on in our society. What a great commentary. In the name of religion, you are doing all those things. Okay, now. Extreme tapas is stupid and is condemned here. I know you are very happy with this. Extreme tapas. Stupid. Because Gurudev can say stupid, we cannot say. So in the name of Gurudev, he was stupid, we can say it many times. Because he told, Gurudev told us, stupid and condemned here. Condemned. Sanatana Dharma itself condemns its own mistake there. Not one mistake. It is happening in the name of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism is not bringing this. In the name of religion, in the name of Hinduism, people are doing it. You getting the point here? Because if you study this kind of Bhagavad Gita, if you take this kind of points, if anybody comes and takes, you can defend now. You just tell this 5 and 6 slokas Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, it has the answer. Intelligent control is tapas, not cruel self-torture. Very clear. If anybody asks what is tapas, intelligent control. Get the point? Clear. What is tapas, what is austerity? Intelligent control. In intelligent control, we get what? The extra energy, the potential from inside. We have to get extra spiritual energy to control our sense organ to mind. That is a benefit of tapas. You getting it? People are going to Sabarimala for daily they take bath earlier. 5 o'clock they get. And they do puja, they do japa. Vratam was so strong, 40 days, 1 month, strong Vratam. Brahmachari Vratam is living in the Grahastha. The Grahastha having all kinds of commitment. This man observes 48 days Brahmacharya Vratam and taking bath every day, 3 times. And he is a smoker, he stops all smoking. Color bottle also he stopped. What is color bottle? No. Fanta, Coca-Cola. Another kind of color bottle, you know that, I am not telling you. But I do not know. You know. Stop it. Very nice. Vratam, you see? Completely getting away from this kind of bad things. Non-vegetarian, every day non-vegetarian. Stop. And body system is becoming very sad. Mind also sad. 48 days. And after the 48 days also he starts continuing. Because I went to Sabarimala, I stopped everything. Now I don't want to take it. I changed completely my life. I do not know what to do. When I stopped smoking, color bottle also, bottle is reducing. You used to have all kinds of bottle, now it's reducing. What to do? I went to Sabarimala. Everything is changed. You getting it? This is called intelligent control is tapas. Very clear idea. Very clear. Intelligent control is tapas and not cruel self-torture. This one word is enough. You understood what is tapas. Gurudev. Okay? Shall we go next? Now I will bring a very practical point. Please you keep this point to defend yourself. Definitely if you have got to bindi, somebody will come and ask you about your culture, your Sanatana Dharma, Hindu Dharma. Therefore we remove and go outside. If you have bindi, definitely, are you Hindu? Yes. Why do you have bindi? I do not know. I do not know. If somebody asks why you have this pottu, and you should ask why you do not have pottu, you tell me. So we should not defend, we should offensive defense. You have to ask question, why you do not have it? I have it, I have reason. You do not have, you tell me the reason. You getting the point? So you worship so many gods and we worship only God. This is what I am asking. Why you are not worshipping so many gods, you tell me. Why you are not worshipping so many gods? We can occupy, we can satisfy many minds, many tastes we are giving in our hotel, restaurant. In your restaurant, only one Thai sadam and curd rice, pickle. Although Mohanjador pickle, yesterday we saw that. How can you satisfy many people? Only one. You have to compel these people to take it. There is no compulsion. Varieties are there. This is what I am asking. Why you do not have many? You tell me that. We are always answering. From hereafter we should not answer. Ask the question. You getting it? We have philosophy. What is your philosophy? Tell me. We have Papa Punyam, we have heaven and hell, but we have liberation. We have liberation. Hey, this is very nice. We have to keep so many questions with us. Always you are answering. Sometimes I do not know. But if you do not know, at least you should know how to ask opposite question. You are getting the point? Suppose you do not know why you are putting the somebody else why you do not know how to manage. Why you do not have finished. You confuse them and go to home. Afterwards you take some reference, you study why you are having bindi. You are getting it. You stop the problem and go and solve the problem and come back. Our people should get this kind of training also. Always we are defending. Why you are breaking the coconut? To make chutney. Why you are breaking coconut in the temple? Divine chutney. Sir, and suppose if you do not understand, why you are not breaking coconut in the temple, tell me that. You getting it? Somehow you have to manage and come. You should not feel that I am lower. Sir, actually you are the richest person in the world. You are richest, not, I am talking in the terms of car, bangla, paisa, dollar. The knowledge-wise, you are the richest. Nobody can come near you. You have everything. In the Sanatana, taking birth as Sanatana Dharma, it takes thousands of janma. Highly refined soul only can take what a janma is Hindu Dharma. Ordinary people cannot take birth. I tell you, already you are 80% you are dharmic. 80% you are very good. Nobody is telling. Yesterday itself I told you, come, I will tell you daily you are very good, very good. 80% of all our Hindu people are 80% dharmic. But 20% they have to work to get liberation. You take and you observe your own life, you are dharmic 80%. You go to office, you bring money, you just take care of your children, your wife, your husband, all the things what? Your father, mother, everything. Father-in-law, mother-in-law also what? The careful person will not say father, mother. First, the careful person first will say, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. Then only you go, my father, my mother. Very carefully not to avoid this kind of problem in the family. You know, this person is a very intelligent person. Already 80% the great dharmic Purusha. 20% you have to understand Dharma, then he. So we have to develop the mind in a different way. So we are sleeping. Swami Vivekananda came to bring up our people from sleep, mental sleep. The slavery and sleep. We have to break it and come up. Now in Hinduism, okay, this is Sanatana Dharma. Now see, this is very scientific. We are all actually scientific. Nobody can come there. Anything you take, there is science in that. Okay, scientific. They have Bhagavad Gita's very scientific approach. Karma theorem, people are talking, karma means action, reaction equal to opposite. Okay? We are doing this Newton found, excuse me sir, 5,000 years back Krishna told this whole Bhagavad Gita is talking about this Newton theory only. If you do right karma, you get right effect. Bad karma, bad effect. No karma, no effect. Simple. You write exam, nicely written exam, you bring nice result. You agree with me? Bad exam, bad. No exam, no result. I didn't appear. Result will not come. Simple. Simple, scientific law. Whole Bhagavad Gita is based on science only. Perfect, everything. Brahma Sutra, so many questions. You cannot understand the question. Brilliant question. Opposite person cannot ask the question. Full of question and answer Brahma Sutra. Upanishad. So all our scriptures are filled with scientific approach towards spirituality. No other religion all over the world, there is no science. You cannot ask question. Here you can ask all kinds of questions. So Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, scientific actually speaking. Now, when you study 17th chapter, particularly 5th sloka, 6th sloka put together, Krishna says, this is not anywhere in our scriptures. These people are doing as they like, based on the raga, kama, bala, to show off their damba, ahanga. You getting it? This is their problem. They are showing it up in the name of religion and they are blaming Sanatana Dharma. Getting it? Now, so our religion is scientific, but sometimes blind faith. People in our system, they have blind faith, they follow. Because of the Rajasic people, blind faith, just to follow. That's all. I will not ask any question, just to do it. All people are going, you just also. And other kind of people, just a superstition. You getting it? The superstition or the blind faith comes under the category of tamas and rajas. I hope you get the point. But Sanatana Dharma is purely scientific. But what we find the blind faith and superstition, which is discussed in 17th chapter, 5th sloka and 6th sloka, that is not explained anywhere in Sanatana Dharma. You getting the point? You are getting the point or no?
Yes.
You get the answer for whole, but the knot is removed now. If anybody asks that your system is filled with superstition and blind faith, excuse me, come here, sit down. You ask a question, sit down. You ask me a question, I will answer. Sit down. Hey, bring something in chapter. You submit. Take 5th, 6th sloka, you read it. Because they ask the question, they should not lock the door. They have come to our house. Sit down. 5th, 6th. 2 slokas. Krishna says, this is nowhere in the scriptures given. This is a superstition, what you are doing. The blind faith, you do as you like, and you are blaming of Sanatana Dharma, and your book is studying like that. You getting it? It is not. So Krishna has brought this in Bhagavad Gita. You should not blame me. You should not blame Sanatana Dharma. It is the people mindset, their Shraddha, they are doing it. The beautiful answer is there in 17th chapter. I think every Hindu should understand the 17th chapter to defend, to answer those who are asking questions. You must have heard because you are living in another country. Hinduism is not scientific, it is filled with superstition. You must have heard so many times. You agree with me? Must have heard. Now, what are you talking? Hinduism is scientific here. It is scientific. The superstition and the blind faith, it is coming from the Shraddha, which is not mentioned in our scriptures. It is discussed in our scriptures. That's the beauty. I hope you get the point. This is a very brilliant point to answer many people. Okay? If it is possible, I will make this in Tamil video. So I'm running a small YouTube channel. That channel I will make this. Yesterday only I got this point when I was studying. When I was preparing last month, I didn't get. Yesterday when I saw you, after that night only I got this idea. See? Your presence and your power. I told you, you are a very good person. Huh? When you are, again and again, when you are reflecting on that, you get different thoughts. You keep thinking about it, what he is telling, what is the depth of this book. You keep thinking, you get, Lord reveals many things. The answer is given. Now, hereafter, anybody asks your Sanatana Dharma is filled with superstition, blind faith. Excuse me, it is not ours. This is common man's faith. Common man's faith, okay? They forced, it belongs to Sanatana Dharma. It is not given anywhere in our scriptures. According to their mental ability, they are following it. But that is also discussed in Sanatana Dharma. That is the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. You getting it or not? Yes. They are not what that, rejected. Krishna is so what that? Vishala Buddhi. Vyasa Vishala Buddhi. Vyasa also Vishala Buddhi. Krishna also Vishala Buddhi. Even though this is not our topic, we will take up this topic and we will discuss it. This is the glory of Krishna. Interesting, right? Do you know about this person? Somebody said, do you know about this person? I do not know, but I will tell you. We do practically, in the transaction way. I do not know, but I will tell you about it. But just now what you told, you do not know. I do not know actually, but I will tell you. The same way Krishna, this is not there, but I will tell you about this. He has taken all these things into consideration. What a beauty of our, you see the large-heartedness. What a great heart of Bhagavan Vedavyasa and Krishna. This is not there. So you have to understand this. Therefore I brought this point. Now, one more point, along with this, one more point I tell you. We have darshana. Darshana means philosophy. So every Sanatana Dharma, darshana means philosophy. We have Purana Itihasa, you just keep it, philosophy, the intellectual wealth of Sanatana Dharma. This is called darshana or philosophy. We have two kinds of darshana. One is Nastika darshana, another one is Astika darshana. Nastika darshana means Charvaka, Buddhism, Jainism. Nastika darshana. Astika darshana, Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. We have a teacher for everyone. Buddhism, Lord Buddha, Jainism, Mahavir. So, Charvaka Rishi, the Charvaka. Charu means very good. Vak means speech. They speak very nicely. Flowery words they bring. Okay? And you see whatever is good and we enjoy that. One day you are going to die. When you die, you will not come back. Therefore, you can get loan also from the bank and make ghee rice and eat it, die. What about loan? The person who has given, let him suffer. Anyway, you are not coming back. You just enjoy your life, die. Rinam Kritva, Gridam Pibed. Rinam Kritva, so get the loan. Gridam Pibed. Get bottle of ghee and drink it. That means you enjoy life, don't worry about anything. Whatever you see through the sense organs and mind, that is existing. Enjoy. Whatever you do. There is no papam, there is no punyam, there is no other world. We do not know. When we die, we do not know. So enjoy everything. When you die, we will not come back. So when you come back, then only they will ask for loan. Basmin Budasya Dehasya Punaragamam Gutaha. Anyway, one day it will go into ashes. It will not come back. This is charva, flowery words. When they speak like that, the worldly people, Bhautika people, it looks like it's very interesting, very flowery words. Hey, very nice philosophy. I will also take my name also. Enroll my name. Charva. Charva means very good. Vak means speech. Very nice in their speech. And they take people in their direction. Charvaka, they do not believe in the existence of God. This kind of philosophy also included in Sanatana Dharma. This is the beauty. You getting the point? You have your view about the life. Okay, anyway, you do not have any space. You come, we have chair, I will give you. This is Indian philosophy. Indian philosophy includes this also Charvaka, Buddhism and Jainism. These three people, they don't agree. Vedas are the pramana. Those who do not agree Vedas, these people are called Nastikas. But in our transaction world, what we understand, those who do not receive or agree God, existence of God, those people are called Nastika. Generally we understood. But in the philosophical language, you may accept Lord, you may not accept Lord. It doesn't matter. If you do not accept Vedas as your pramana, you are under the category of Nastika. If you understand the Vedas as your pramana, if you accept Vedas as your pramana, you fall under the category of Astika Darshana. All Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa, everything is Astika Darshana. You getting the point? So we are all falling in the category of Uttara Mimamsa, Bhagavan Vedavyasa's path. You getting the point? So I brought this point. Why? If you go back, actually speaking, Sanatana Dharma is scientific. The blind faith, superstition, all this kind of thing, Asastra Vihidam Goram, Tappinte Etapo Janaha, they are doing to show off their ahankara, their show off. But this is not mentioned anywhere in the Vedic ideas, anywhere. This is not belong to our Sanatana. Krishna is very clear. The same way, not only blind faith and superstition, he discussed the same way. Our great ancestors, they discussed even Buddhism, Jainism, Charvaka also, along with our philosophy. It shows their large-heartedness. Are you getting the point? Hinduism includes everything. You also have some path. You come on, you sit with me. Hey, we have a space. Come. If you want to sit, sit. This is glory. Therefore, we have the sloka. Ayam nijabaro veti ganana lagu chetasam udara charitanam tu vasudhaiva kudumbakam. We have that sloka. Nobody has a sloka all over the world. We go anywhere, they will not agree this. Only we say vasudhaiva kudumbakam. Many languages, many cultures, many religions, but our Shastra says vasudhaiva kudumbakam. Vasudha. Many people, they used to chant very wrongly Vasudhaiva kudumbakam. Vasudhaiva kudumbakam means Lord Krishna's family. This is wrong understanding. It is not Vasudhaiva kudumbakam. Vasudhaiva, Vasudha, Devanagari fourth da. Vasudha means universe. Vasudha, Eva, you want to split, Eva kudumbakam. This comes to Vasudhaiva kudumbakam. You getting it? So the whole world has become our family. This is the glory of Sanatana Dharma, includes everything. That is the point here. I hope you understood the point. So in our Dharma, everything is scientific. What is not scientific, only blind superstition, this is also taken into consideration. That is not given anywhere in our scriptures. You don't understand. What about Purana stories? So every Purana story has got its deeper meaning, philosophical background. Well, if you want to understand the Upanishad Purana stories, you read Art of God Symbolism by Gurudev Swami Chinmayaji. He gives how Bhagavan Vedavyasa brought Puranas, how you want to understand the stories. It's not superstition. Highly philosophical truth kept under in the middle of the story. When you read the story, there will be some philosophy. You have to read Swami Chinmayan's the art of God symbolism is giving you. Now shall we go to next thought? Okay? This is one nice. What is this? Tamil. This is Tamil, very nice. This is Tirumoola, the great saint lived in Tamil Nadu 2000 years back, they are telling. Maybe thousands of years back. You know, he lived 3000 years. Huh? Where? In Tamil Nadu. 3000 years he lived. The story says, 1 year he will meditate. So under that is sitting. 1 year he will meditate. He comes out of the meditation. After 1 year, he will compose one sloka like this, 4 lines. Again he will do 1 year meditation. He comes out of meditation. He writes another sloka. Like that 3000 years he meditated. He composed 3000 slokas. Ennaya story. Too much over. What is this? There is some limit for everything. The story says like this. This is a story. You just go and study Tirumoolar's information, wherever, any book. This is a story. This must have happened. Rama lived 11,000 years. 11,000 years. Dasharatha lived 60,000 years. Krishna lived 125 years. But 125 years, Krishna looks only 25-year-old boy. Now, what is your age? 35, but you look 65? There's so much of worries and disease. 35 looks like that. You are 65, 35 now. Yes. If you tell them you look so old and they get upset. It's better always you tell whomever you see this, even 80-year-old man. Hey, you look 40. Instead of looking this side, you go that side. Why unnecessary? The point is, you live 3000 years, compose 3000 slokas. One sloka, very nice. The Tirumoolar's the style is, you see, every line will have a rhythm. Same word will be repeated. Very nice. Every child can memorize it. The Tamil child. The meaning of this, I tell you. உடம்பினை முன்னம் இழுக்கென்றிருந்தேன் உடம்பினுக்குள்ளே ஒரு பொருள் கண்டேன் உடம்புக்குள்ளே உத்தமன் கோவில் கொண்டான் என்று உடம்பினை யாதிருந்து ஓம்புகின்றேனே. This is the line. Those who know Tamil. Tamil, there are only Tamil they speak, but they don't know how to read. There are a few Tamil, 3000 years old Tamil. The Sandhi also. What he says, Udambinai, this body. Tirumoola says, Udambinai munnam ilukkendirundhan. I thought this body is filled with the filth, bones, bone, flesh, blood, so many unwanted things. The body is filled with unwanted things. Udambinai munnu ilukkendirundhan. I didn't like my body. உடம்பினுக்குள்ளே ஒரு பொருள் கண்டேன். After some time I understood something is there in my body. Something lives in my body. ஒரு பொருள் கண்டேன். Understood something is there. Therefore I can see, I can hear, I can smell. Oh, something. Then after some time I understood the Lord is living in this body. உடம்புக்குள்ளே உத்தமன் கோவில் கொண்டார் என்று then I understood this is the temple and Lord is living in this temple. I understood Lord is living in this temple. This is temple. Then thereafter, thereafter I took care of my body very carefully. You getting the point? So the whole purpose of existence of this body to understand His presence inside the body. All our activities should focus to understand His presence inside the body. That's the point. Now you connect this sloka with these two slokas. The people, those who do not understand the God is inside, they torture themselves at the same time, they are torturing God inside. So one more thought also will bring, okay? One more thought. Now Krishna says, if you torture your body in the name of religion, that itself is wrong. You getting the point or not? No. You just go and ask the person. Sir, you are eating meat. Suppose you are from a traditional family, therefore you are asking. I am not asking. From traditional family, from India, you are eating meat. That's not good. From your angle, I am my angle, okay? You are eating meat. And you are color water. You know, now you know what is color water. You have different color. And you are drinking color water. And you are smoking. See, no, this is wrong. What are you doing? You have come to my house as a guest. If you don't want color water, I have given you coffee. Have it. Snacks, have it. With all respect, please get out, okay? Next time you are not welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So it's smiling, but inside we were very angry. And after that he says to his wife, children, this is my money. I know what to eat. I have freedom. I can eat whatever I want. I'm not voting for anyone. My money. My money. I know what. My money. And he's giving ring after ring also. This is simple logic. So I go to office, I earn money. With my money, I have all the right to enjoy my life. Is it okay? This man says, right, he is also right one. Perfect. But your friend only told all this, my friend, therefore I kept quiet. Otherwise, I would have done something. You are so angry. Sir, you are getting angry. There is dharma in it. There is nyaya in it. Okay? You are right in it. But the question is, when you read 17th chapter, this kind of people you should not ask to read 5th and 6th sloka. Because 5th and 6th sloka, Krishna says, unintelligent torture itself is wrong. Okay? Then want to talk about this kind of thing. This is your money, your desire, you can enjoy, there is no wrong in it. Okay? From one standpoint. Another standpoint, sir, Lord is living in this body. You see Thirumula what he says. Uttaman Kovil Kondan, you have to consider this body as a temple and you should understand his presence there. Then you are the evolved soul. Even though you have a choice to evolve, but you are going down, but you are torturing God, taking what is the smoke inside. You can get and pouring color water and doing Abhishekam. Eating meat is not okay. This is allowed for military and all. If you are Kshatriya, the different matter. For ordinary person, if you do this kind of activity which is prohibited by the scriptures, why I should not do it? Because they bring the logic. My money I can enjoy. Who are you to ask? You are very good. You are very good. You are not coming into freedom. But if you think in this way, you have to respect the Lord's presence inside. Therefore, our father, mother, don't go here. When Mahatma Gandhi went to London, Putlibai, the mother, 3 words. You should not do, you should not do, you should not. He has become Mahatma. Only one dress. Only one dress. So see the mother. Why a mother? Every mother. Why every mother, every father, they want to bring their children like this one. You agree with me? My children should come up with good values. You getting the point? So when I ask you, this is my money, I can enjoy. You can enjoy, but you have to see another angle also from spiritual standpoint. The Lord is living there. Okay, answer is given. The Thirumula also, I considered this body as a temple and I understood the Lord's presence. This is from Tamil. This nice verse is very relevant to this. And one more thing I will tell you. You know Mahabharata, Vanaparva. Mahabharata, Vanaparva. Draupadi is sitting there along with other people. They used to go to forest because in 24 hours they cannot sit with Draupadi. Draupadi kept on telling all the bad story. What bad story? 12 years Draupadi is busy. You see my hand. How Duryodhana, how Dushasana, how Karna, morning they get up, they go on the Sandhyavadana Mandal, they take some fruit salad or some salad because it's available there. Or daily fruit salad. Sometimes she got this in the Patra, Akshaya Patra, she goes to after eating this, they will not stay in the forest, they will run away. Okay, evening only they will come up. By the time Draupadi is very tired. She will not talk anything. If she kept on talking, this incident happened there. At that particular day, Bhima was with Draupadi, taking care of her. You cannot leave alone. So she was, Bhima was taking. At that time, one flower came and fell down. One flower. The flower name is Saugandhika Pushpa, Sugandha. Saugandha means Sugandha, so Pushpa. So you take Draupadi says, Bhimu, Bhimu. You cannot call Bhima. Bhima means official. Bhima means personal name. The home and how you call yourself. Right? Your child name is Saraswati. How will you call? You will not Saraswati, no mother. Chachu! Hey, Chachu! And mother, Chach! Very affectionate. They will call like that. Small child. Any home you go, or Indian, they will call like this one. Or long name. Kalyana Rama, they will say, hey, Kali. Kali means Kali. In Tamil Nadu, Kali is different. Those who are coming to Tamil Nadu, they will not call big name. Bhimo. Yes. I want to get more flowers like this. Bhimo. It is not here. Buddhu. Flower came the wind, it fell down from this direction. Says Draupadi, you won't get it. So Draupadi, because Draupadi asked, you have to fulfill small desire. She's not asking saree or gold for Deepavali, simple. Flower won't ask. Go, Bhima started moving. The direction in which the flower fell down. On the way, he went to Gandhamadra, he brought afterwards. On the way, one monkey was lying down. See, the monkey was lying down. And Bhima told, hey monkey, you look so old, monkey. Hey, give me some space. Give me some space. Monkey, I am very old, I cannot go. And monkey has got the tail, very big tail, it's what's that? Obstructing the path. And Bhima says, okay, take your tail, I can move. You are obstructing my path. Take your tail. And monkey says, remove my tail and go. Old monkey. Then he just went and started moving the tail. Tail is not moving. With Bhima's power, monkey's tail is not moving. Bhima got shocked. What kind of monkey is this? Powerful monkey, some kind of Siddhas. Actually, this is Hanuman. At that time, Bhima says, I should not cross. I should not cross any Jivan Jantu in this world. Because I studied from Dronacharya, from my Vedas. I should not cross any Jiva, any Jantu. Otherwise, I can jump like Hanuman. This is what Bhima says in Mahabharata. Suddenly, the monkey got, what? What he told? Hanuman. Oh, who is that Hanuman? The Hanuman himself is asking Bhima, don't you know Hanuman? He belongs to your community only. And I will tell you about Hanuman. So he says what is that Ramayana about Hanuman. Hanuman enjoys Ramayana from Bhima. It's a very interesting part in Ramayana, Mahabharata. Then afterwards Hanuman started crying, why you are crying, monkey? Any problem? My Lord, you are telling about my Lord. So he understood this is Hanuman. So the Hanuman also Vayuputra, Bhima also Vayuputra. Brothers, they met there. The Ramayana character in Mahabharata, very interesting. There Hanuman says, even now also I can go and finish all the Kauravas there, but this is not role given to me in Mahabharata. I took main role in Ramayana, but I cannot do it. The role given to you, what you want to do, but I will come and help you in the Mahabharata war. So Hanuman given the word that I will sit in Krishna's chariot in his pataka, then I will do my own. So Hanuman went there. Whenever so many warriors are coming and attacking Arjuna, at that time Hanuman says, boo. We used to say that. We go into the home and we will hide behind the door and we'll say, our party will come, particularly party. The party comes, boo! Party, you will be very happy. Small children used to do like that. Hanuman also doing the same kind of thing. When Arjuna is surrounded by many people, so he makes sound. Nobody knows where the sound is coming. Krishna only makes this fellow is creating the sound. So he is distracting these kind of warriors. So he took some part in Mahabharata. The point is here, because this point, what our Bhima told here, relevant to our culture, relevant to this topic here. 2 slokas, 5 and 6 slokas. Here, our Bhima says, I can cross you, but I cannot cross. I should not, because my culture taught like this. Bhima brings very nice sloka here. Nirvana Paramatma tu deham jyapi avatishtate. In this body, Paramatma is living. Nirvana Paramatma is living in this body, monkey body. Not a monkey, any Jiva's body, it is living there. Tam aham avat jnana vijnaya. This Nirvana Paramatma can be understood by Upanishad. Upanishad knowledge, jnana vijnaya. Through Upanishad knowledge only we can understand the Lord who is living in this body. So, na avamanye, na langaye. I cannot jump. If I jump, I disrespect the Lord who is living in this body. Now you understood from where our culture has originated. You getting it? The Sanatana Dharma culture, Indian culture, where is the root of Indian culture? It is from our scriptures. When you are a little child, when somebody is sitting there, you should not jump. So our father, mother, hey, don't jump like that, come back. Come back, again jump. You getting it? So many times they told like that. We never ask, why we should not. So they must be having a leg like this, the party tata. We will jump. I will jump here. And they fold leg. And you jump now. What tata you are doing like this? 2 times you are asking me to jump. Now we understand when we study Mahabharata. Whatever our ancestors they told us, this is not superstition. We don't know the story behind it. Because in the living body, the Paramatma is reflected. You cannot jump. You see, in other culture all over the world, the human values are ethical values. They say ethics, human ethics they say. Anyway, here also if you touch, I say in the flight and all, if you touch someone, oh sorry, excuse me, sorry. Not only, wherever you go, I think you must be telling minimum 25 to 50 sorry and excuse me every day. Here. In our country, no need. You just hit go. Particularly if you go to Ranganathan Street and T Nagar during Deepavali day, Damal. How many saris will be? Hit and go. They will also understand. Okay, go. So the life is very intimate. Just hit and okay. He is also okay, I'm okay. It's a different culture. Even if you hate someone, you say, sorry, excuse me. Ethical value. In our Sanatana Dharma, we also hate, and we say sorry, verbally. Ethical value. And we go and touch, you do like this. If you see, if you are from Tamil Nadu, I don't know why they do. Because I have seen, I also done small. Now I am not doing. Throughout India, we do. Why? All over the world, the human, they are following ethical value. Sanatana Dharma follows spiritual value. Ethical value is there. Along with the ethical value, we follow spiritual value. Why? We understand the body. Paramatma is living. You getting it? So hitting the person is not the right thing. So we ask for excuse. Ethical value. We understand the Paramatma is living there. Spiritual value. So now the culture, every value is endowed with the ethical value. Spiritual also is there. Endowed with the spiritual value, we follow ethical value. This is the difference between other culture and Indian culture. You are getting the point. Everything, if you go and dig, there will be some other values. 2-3 layers of values. Mata, she is giving milk and she is taking care of everything. More than 20 pages she is taking care. Matu Devo Bhava. You have to think, thank you, mother. You have done so much for me. This is not the person who served you. She is the God himself. You getting it? Matu Devo Bhava. It's not ethical value. It is spiritual value. I forgot. Pitru also Devo Bhava. Not only Mother, Pitru also Devo Bhava. So we worship mother as God, worship father as God. Indian culture. Now, the other culture, there is only God. Sir, if you do not know how to worship your own mother, own God, how can you worship the God who is invisible? Visible God you are not able to worship. How can you worship invisible God? First you give respect to your father and mother. The point is, the Lord is living in this body. These people are with their Damba Hankara, with their Raga, attachment and lust and their power, they are torturing not only the body, the physical frame, they are torturing me also inside. That's the point. You get the point? You got it. This is the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself told, you cannot hit that Atma inside. Nainam chintandi sastrani, nainam tahati papakaha, achainam kledayantyavaha, na soshayati marutaha. Again, next look. Achedyoyam adhartyoyam akledyo asoshayavacha. Nitya sarvagatasthanu achaloyam sanatanaha. These two slokas, 23-24 sloka, Krishna told, the Atma cannot be killed by sastra, fire, and what that? Air and water. All the, because Akasa cannot touch. So 4 Buddhas cannot touch it. It's beyond. When Krishna himself told, I think he told in second chapter, he forgot. He told himself, Atma, you cannot hit Atma. He told, but he must have forgotten. He is 125-year-old. He must have forgotten. No, Krishna, Jagat Guru, having that point of time. There, you cannot touch me. Then how we have to understand? But Krishna says, Mamche, Karshayanta, they are crushing me, torturing me. That means what? How we have to understand? No, we have to understand in this way. You like this Amma from office? Now everywhere you bring only man. You have to bring woman also. The stylish woman from office. Very happy. When you bring, you have to bring a happy person also. Every personality has got 4 layers. Whether it is man or woman. A physical personality, mental physical body. Mental personality, intellectual and spiritual. 4 layers of personalities. Everybody. Physically we are very strong and very healthy. Mentally, balanced, intellectually, very clear. Clarity is there. Spiritual value. Physical development, we do exercise, we take very nice food, there is no disease, okay? There is taken care. Mental health, we have values. Balance is there, Sukha Dukha balance. Intellectual, clarity, we study, the whole clarity. So all layers of personality is getting unfolded. How to unfold a spiritual personality? Get the point? By doing puja, tapas, japa, dhyana, all the spiritual activities, one will bring out the divinity from us. So what is happening when you do asastra vihitam ghoram tapaha? You are torturing, you are covering the spiritual personality, unable to unfold. This is called karshayanta. You are getting the point. Karshayanta means it's not like take this lemon and excuse it. It's not like that. The way we are doing the tapas is not allowing spiritual glow to come out. It's covering it. Have you understood? So literally we should not exist, because in second chapter he told that Astra cannot hit, fire cannot touch. He told that. Now he is telling like this, how to understand this, how to do the samanvaya. Because when you do this kind of activity, divinity will not unfold. The divinity will put the wheel. So this wheeling of divinity by this kind of activity should not be allowed. Therefore he told Karshayanta Sharirasthamma. Have understood? So the two slokas gives so many. Why we are the ethical value. Our Indian values are not only ethical value, that is spiritual value, my brother. So our Sanatana Dharma is very scientific, but this kind of blind faith and superstition, it does not belong to Sanatana Dharma, it is belong to common man. This common man superstition also our Shastra speaks, discusses. Very clear. Okay, it is not in Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is talking about that. Therefore we are blaming your scripture only talking about all the things. Sir, you have to appreciate the large-heartedness of the Sanatana Dharma. I think I have given you much information. This is enough today. Tomorrow I am going to tell you the food system. But you told you that yesterday you told today you will talk about food. But I brought all kinds of food. Pizza also I brought. Tomorrow only I will tell. Okay? Aharastopi sarvasya trida bhavati vipra bhavati priyaha yajñas tapastata dhanam tesham vedavam shuru. So he is going to discuss these 4 points. Food, 3 kinds of food is going to describe 3 kinds of sacrifice, 3 kinds of austerities. In the austerities again 3 subdivision also is there. 3 kinds of almsgiving. Almsgiving is thanksgiving. The almsgiving means charity. Okay, so 4, this is only 4 topics he is going to discuss. What is the whole 17th chapter is talking the 4th topic. 3 food, 3 yajnam, 3 tapasa, 3 dhan. Tomorrow please you finish food, then day after tomorrow you do yajna, tapas, dhanam, you yourself can do it. Tomorrow if you do finish, we will come. If you promise. I cannot promise because the topic is food is ready. Food is ready, I have to serve, okay? Tomorrow we have to see this kind of, all the food I will show you tomorrow, okay? And I have to go back. Only you see this food, this plate. Is this papadam or chapati? That chutney is good. There one carrot chutney is there, and tomato chutney, beans is there, cucumber is cut. Oh, nice food. So it's like 3 kinds of food. We like what kind of food? These are scientific research on food. Nowhere we find this kind of analysis. Krishna is doing thorough analysis of all kinds of food. Therefore, you have to come tomorrow. If you don't come, you will miss it. The great thing you will miss in your life. All about food only. Food only creates problem in your life. Here you take it very easily, but India under kitchen food only. Daily sambar. Your mother didn't teach you? Huh? Is it sambar? It's sambar only. It is very liquid. This is not sambar, this is rasam. Okay, liquid sambar. Change the name, that's all. Food is a big problem. I have seen many families, big problem. Same thing you are repeating. Then this Amma, 1.5 hour cooking, eating, and commenting. Tomorrow onwards, 5 days, I am on leave. I have a headache, fever. You cook me. He brings from hotel and the restaurant eats. Now we understand, whatever you cook, even though it is rasam, I will eat it. Like Amrita. Why? Now I understood. So food is a very big impact it creates on our mind. So we will discuss from Chandogya Upanishad, all places we will bring the quotation. I will have to understand what kind of the impact it creates in our mind, very scientifically. Tomorrow. So you decide whether you can eat it or not. This is you. I am not telling you have to eat this and that. But Krishna himself is not involving in our freedom. Krishna is discussing, yes Arjuna, there are 3 kinds. I will not come and interfere in people's freedom, but it is there. Simply to discuss it. The same way we discuss. Okay? Will you come tomorrow?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
So tomorrow we'll do food, then thereafter 3 topics. Okay? Nice to see you every day. Thank you for coming. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo